My name is Jeremy Jaime. Today I'm going to be discussing pH, special properties of water, autoionization, differences between acid, basic, and how buffers function. So to start off with, special properties of water include cohesion, adhesion, density, specific heat, um, autoionization, and it also has colligative properties, which include osmotic pressure, freezing point, and boiling point. So those are the special properties of water. To further touch a little bit on autoionization, autoionization is when two water molecules react with one another, and the product of this reaction happening would produce a hydroxide ion and a hydronium ion. And this happens to whenever we go into our buffers and pH. It helps a lot out with our buffer system and pHs. So to talk about pHs, pH levels range from 1 to 14, with 7 being neutral. And if there's pH level less than 7, then it is considered acidic. And if the pH levels are higher than the base, I'm sorry, higher than 7, then it is considered base. So the difference between the two, acid and base, is when something is acidic, it means it has too high concentration um, of hydrogens of H ions. And whenever you have a base, something is too base, it means there's too little or less hydrogen ions. And so our blood, for example, human blood is it's at it's 7.4 pH. And so we don't want our blood to become too acidic or too base, because if our blood becomes too acidic, we could be diagnosed with acidosis. And if our blood becomes too base, we could be diagnosed with alkalosis. And so what helps us with our pH blood levels so that way it won't go too high or too low? Well, that's what buffers are there for. So buffers, think of it as like neutralization for our blood. It basically maintains normal pH blood um, levels in our blood. So that way, as I said, our blood won't become too acidic or too base. Um, Buffers are very important to us because um, in all sorts of functions, it helps out with our normal pH levels. If we didn't have a buffer system, then it could lead to impairment of biological functions with our blood cells, and so um, that would not be a good thing.